shit out. I'm talk 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 shit out.
That's for the reason. That's the highest out of anybody on this sheet I'm looking at. So I got half 3-0 in this.
D2 is the third and last Welcome. At 814, meet X20.
Chris Unbias checking back in, man. Harlem in the building. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got his New York hat on, man. Harlem in the building. There comes a time, man, when you got to eat some humble pie, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen often, but it comes a time when you got to eat some humble pie. I don't duck no smoke, man. Mickey Facts hitting me on Twitter, man, talking about where my apology blog. Niggas hitting me up. Yo, Chris, you got to apologize to Ice. Man, Av, let me talk to you real quick, man. You had one job, my nigga. One effing job, and that was to smoke this nigga Ice. I don't ask for much. I do not ask for much. You had one job, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think when I was talking to you before, when I was saying Head Ice was going to beat you 3-0 and all that. I didn't really think you was going to go light on this nigga.
Let me ask you real quick. What made you say Head Ice? I want to know from your point of view.
What do any nigga take a battle for?
I mean, other than
That's the wolf though, bro. Nigga ain't gonna play the wolf. Nobody sit up here and play the wolf. Y'all not about to try to create a narrative. This is what y'all niggas do. Let me tell you about y'all niggas. Y'all like a nigga, right? You know you fuck white. You've been blogging before I've been battle rapping. That's a fact.
right.
You a fan of Head Ice all the way around the board, more than you a fan of Av. I know this. You don't have to tell me. I don't need you to answer. You want to create the narrative like, oh, Av gonna smoke Ice. So when Ice come in there and do good, you can say, oh, Av ain't do what we thought he was gonna do. So you can beat Ice. I know how this shit go, man. I'm a real nigga, man. Don't play with me, man. I'm just gonna do what I came to do.
At least tell me this. How to battle
it came up because they called me and said, yo, would you battle Ice? Sure would. Send it over. Same thing with any other nigga. Sure would. Send it over. That's it. Y'all niggas be trying to attach all this wrestling shit. I'm not a wrestler. I don't wrestle. I'm never doing the fucking wrestling shit with battle rap. I don't create fake narratives. I don't got beef with nobody. It's not possible to have battle rap beef. I don't believe in that shit. I'm out here. I'm gonna stand on Big K side tomorrow.
I got Head Ice smoking. I got Head Ice smoking.
I don't give a fuck what you got.
I just want to take this opportunity, man, to apologize to Head Ice, man. You know what I'm saying? I really thought you are. I mean that sincerely. This ain't like that. I'm sorry, Head Ice. You know what I'm saying? I want to take this time to apologize to you because I actually thought you got set up. I'm going to keep it real with you because I know, let's be real, man. URL ain't really been rocking with Ice. It ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing interviews talking about URL ain't rocking with him, and they haven't been rocking with him. I don't know what's going on with him and Beasley, but part of the issue is also the fact that he's been on King of the Dot so much. So I know they didn't really, that was another layer why they didn't want to bring him over here. Anyway, he was on his way to the KOTD belt. Not like they're going to let him battle on URL too. So that was just another layer on top of what was going on. So when I found out he was on this card, I was like, yo, they lined him up. They lined them up. I got to be honest with you. They lined them up. And every now and then, URL does this. Every now and then they do this. You know what I'm saying? They get these ballers that be griping. You know what I'm saying? And they'll set up situations to where it's almost a lose-lose. And you got to go through these astronomical things in order to win. A lot of y'all know about the card P is doing, you know what I'm saying, with Benji Lowe and Spanish Harlem. He was trying to put together and everything where if you lose, you can't battle on URL for 2 years. But if you win, the person you beat, whether it was Ace Amin or Your Honor or whatever, they can't battle for 6 months. A lot of people looked at this like, yo, P is lining these niggas up. Like, this is an unfair kind of deal. I'm not really going that far with it, but I know P is, in my opinion, if I'm keeping it real, P is looking at it like, yo, I don't think Gwitty is URL eligible or URL ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Ace Amin. He's going to beat you and you're going to have to shut the fuck up. Because I'm tired of you yapping. So let's just do this. If you lose, I don't want to hear nothing for 2 years. So every now and then you get lined up. But sometimes you be so gullible in order, not even going to say gullible, but you be believing in yourself so much And sometimes it's like, I ain't even on URL anyway. I might as well just take the deal. So you take the deal, and then it's a way to say, see, I told you so. If you lose the battle. See, I told you Woody wasn't URL ready. You know what I'm saying? He battled Ace Amin and got cooked. Now, shut up and get out of my inbox telling me how much Woody need to be on URL. I thought the same thing with Head Ice. I'm going to keep it real with you because Head Ice did a lot of yapping saying, well, you know, I beat K-Shine, and ever since I beat K-Shine, I ain't been able to get no plate. He been talking about surfing, getting that surfing. He been talking about this dude, talking about Jada Nightwing, and talking about this dude, and saying all these niggas is nice. But when you drop the end, they just ice. I actually like that. You better put that on a shirt. If you put that on a shirt, I'll buy it. I'll support that and buy it. I actually like that. So I was like, you know what? They're going to bring this dude over here, and they're going to give him Av, and his ego is going to say, I can be Av. So he's going to take Av, having never battled on caffeine. Av is at an advantage. We live in an era where punches rule right now. Head Ices are slightly outdated. Sometimes people get them, sometimes they don't, yada, yada, yada. And if he loses the Av, URL can sit back and say, I told you so. I told you couldn't beat these niggas over here. It's different when you battle on King of the Dot versus over here. You want me to tell you another person that got lined up that defied the odds? You know what I'm saying? Since we on this subject. Loso. Loso was doing this thing on Bullpen Battle League for a long time. He had battled DNA. He had battled, what's his name? The dude that just beat A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of his name right now. That's crazy. I just had a freeze. He be doing blogs with No Mercy. Just did a beat A-Ward. I don't know. I can't think of his name. He had been battling a lot of people on Bullpen and blowing up. He was like the king of the South in a way, so to speak. Everybody was like, yo, in order for you to come to URL, you got to do a PG. He was already getting paid battles on Bullpen. He didn't want to do a PG. You know what I'm saying? People were saying, yo, Loso should just skip the process. URL, nah, it don't matter what you're doing. Other leagues, you come over here, you got to take a PG. Norris was very adamant about that. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was they put Loso on a gnome PG. A gnome PG. So they say, we'll give you a PG, but we know you don't really want to do a PG, so we'll give you a PG and let you open up gnome in Houston. But we're going to give you Scotty. Now, if you know anything about young Scotty, he's like a legend in Houston for battle rap, bro. I'm not going to lie like you.
Dear Lord, I prayed and prayed Smack would come to my city and I'll be on the card. And, well, that's finally come true. It's only one person who could have made that happen, Lord. And, well, that had to be you. Is it me or am I tripping? But these URL niggas on some crazy shit, because how this battle in my city, but I ain't the motherfucking main event.
Like, as small as Houston is, he got the best league down there, Houston Barcode, and he is beloved down there. So I can go down there. Scotty can just name a bunch of Houston references. The crowd will go crazy, and he can beat Loso. And URL would have been able to sit back and say, see, that's why what you do on Bullpen don't matter, because when we put you up on URL and you on that stage, Scotty beats you. That's a lineup right there. But a lot of battlers don't realize that they're at the disadvantage, or they feel like, you know what, it don't matter. I just got to go out here and do my thing. So they're URL, I feel like, banks on their ego, taking the battle, not knowing that everything is not fair across the board. Now, we live in a world where everything ain't fair anyway. So at some point, people can say, well, it don't really matter. But don't think, I be talking to Norris, bro. I remember Norris back in the day say, you know what? The nigga think he nice. All right, fuck it. I'm going to give him so-and-so. We'll see if he can beat him. They be lining niggas up. They'll give you somebody that really is advantageous that he could win. Loso beat Scotty in Houston. And it was like, okay, Loso rocked the crowd in front of Gnome, beat Scotty. It was like, wow, maybe Loso is that nigga.
They said Loso need a PG. Well, I hate they had to get Scott involved. They invested in me because they knew it was no chance of a profit loss. Oh, you Goliath in this town. Wait. Oh, you Goliath in this town. No, you Goliath on the ground after I rock his jaw.
So he defied the odds. And in this situation, I feel like, all jokes aside, Head Ice did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They lined you up definitely with Av. And that's why, bro, you have the highest winning percentage of a disadvantaged person. 89% of the people had you losing to Av. So the fact that you won on caffeine, you have the highest percentage in basically app poll history or whatever of actually winning versus the percentage they had you losing. So now that's like your record right now. Head Ice, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it up. The odds that you defied to win on caffeine is the largest of anybody in battle rap since they've been doing the caffeine. And so I know it's only been like less than 2 years, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's something to commend yourself by. So I can't take nothing away from that. And I definitely thought he was going to get watched, bro. I mean, but let the analysts come in, bro. I ain't going to front Head Ice like you don't be saying a lot of stuff that I don't have any clue what the hell you talking about. I know I got the New York hat on. Maybe it's some New York lingo. I'm from Atlanta. I don't know. We got our own slang too, and so we say shawty and all this other stuff. I don't know, Head Ice, what you be saying some of the times, bro.
Shit out. I'm talking entourages and clipping employers with a real calico. And it'll clear this shit up like pissing in a toilet. For this clean paper, I just quantum physics. You should roll call to be more specific, because if you land before you touch down, that point ain't at all official. This shit ain't tax-free. Before cut on my blade, it'll be organ tissue, niggas.
And niggas go, wow, that's crazy. Meanwhile, niggas like me, I'd be like, what does that mean?
Shit out. I'm talking entourages and clipping employers with a real calico. And it'll clear this shit up like pissing in a toilet.
What are you really saying? Like, that's what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I feel like I need a fucking Head Ice interpreter with some of the stuff he said in this battle. I gotta keep it real with you, man. I gotta keep it real with you. Some of the stuff you was saying, I had absolutely no idea what the hell it meant. No idea what the hell it meant. But with all that being said, I know you rap hella long, man. I know you rap hella long. You rap probably about 7, 8, 9 minutes in the first round. But if Av ain't gonna stop you, then it is what it is. Av, you can't be mad, Av. You ain't stop him. If you ain't gonna pull no big K and stop the nigga, then it is what it is at this point. I can't take points away from him because he rap long. I mean, we live in an era where niggas don't rap long enough. So the last thing I'm gonna do as a blogger is tell you rapping too long and I'm gonna take points away. I can't do it. But had you stopped Head Ice at the point that you stopped, I looked at where you were and looked at where Ice was and looked at the bars he spit after that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He had some bars after that actually hit. That if you had stopped him, they would have never been able to get him off. Like that line where he said, I shoot you and have you running and then have your spirit following you. That was a crazy line. That was on the second half of his round. So had you stopped him, he would have never got that round off. The second round you turned up, you definitely won that round, Ab. You turned up in that second round. I'm trying to figure out what took you so long. I'm trying to figure out why it took Head Ice dropping 8 minutes on you for you to turn up, finally turn up, man. You know what I'm saying? Finally turn up. But I gotta be honest with you, you turn right back down in the third round. You turn right, after turning up in round 2, you turn right back down in round 3. You got back to your monotone, regular rapping voice. You know what I'm saying? Head Ice had some nice lines in there. Nothing super crazy, but he had timely lines here and there. The little lemonade, half and half. Like, he had timely lines in there. So as of right now, I pretty much got him winning a battle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could watch this over and over again, and I might start leaning towards back to Av. Because it's really a debatable battle. If we're really keeping it a buck, it's a debatable battle that I felt like had the Cassidy Hitman effect. Someone that is a huge underdog that overachieves, and someone that is a huge favorite that underachieves. It doesn't mean that the underachiever really lost the battle, but we inherently want an underdog to win, or at least make it close. But it is possible Av still won the battle. But I left there feeling like, yo, maybe Head Ice really won. Maybe he really won the battle. I only watched it twice, really one time, really 1.5 times I watched it. Maybe when it drops on the app and I watch it over and over again or catch more and more stuff about it, I may feel like Av won the battle. I'm not saying that it's a clear loss for Av. Av can hold his head up and say he think he won. And I can't just sit there and definitively say you got killed or that you lost or it's a clear loss. Every vibe is that you didn't win the battle. You know what I'm saying? I can maybe look at it and maybe make a case for you, but the general consensus is that that's not the case, man. So salute to Head Ice. Apologies, man. Wolf love, apology, you know what I'm saying? I know you don't rock with me at the end of the day. I know, Ice. I know we got a love-hate relationship, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is. But at the end of the day, I give credit where credit's due, man. You actually shocked the world and surprised me. You shocked the world and surprised me. That's the way I got it, man. I got Head Ice edging this battle as of right now. Maybe on a few rewatches, I will swing Av's way. You know what I'm saying? I admit some of the stuff Head Ice said, I don't have a clue what he was talking about. It's like New York lingo or whatever lingo, old nigga lingo. I don't know what it is that I don't quite understand. But it was a lot. Av, you got to be more creative too, bro. Your whole first round is a lot of old stuff. You know, Passage of 57. You'll impress me if you could stay up after 9 without yawning. It's like the typical old stuff we expect you to say versus him. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing else, I appreciate that Head Ice gave you something different. But Head Ice, I will admit this before I get out of here. You did a lot of battling rock, bro. I know Av was Cave Gang, I know all that. But at one point in time, I was wondering, are you battling rock or are you battling Av? Because you had a lot of rock bars. A lot of the fight between Rock and them and all that. You had a lot of that going on to where I can't completely be mad though. I mean, you don't know how many URL battles you're gonna have. Fuck, take all the shots you need at other niggas. I mean, I guess it is what it is. But that's my recap, man. Shout out to Head Ice. Shout out to Av. Don't take it personal. It is what it is, man. Niggas win. Niggas lose every day, B. Niggas lose every day, B. Holla at your boy.